Welcome to the evening episode of Toothy Trivia. I'm your host, Emma, and I hope you had an awesome day. I'm going to tell you about another show by Podcast Playground while you floss and get your toothbrush ready, so go ahead and get started with that. Wacky News is hosted by Jackson and Dylan. They are kids just like us, and each episode, with the help of the Wacky News machine, they bring us a cool news story from around the world that is actually interesting to kids, not boring adult news. Each episode also has a number of kid-friendly wacky jokes that are sure to make you giggle. If you subscribe to Wacky News, you will always get the latest episodes and can impress your friends with cool stories and funny jokes on the bus, at school, during lunch, or whenever you want. Just go to podcastplayground.com to learn more about and subscribe to Wacky News. Now it's time to get those teeth of yours brushed. Are you ready? Let's go! Today's trivia theme is trains. After World War I, the French had the railway cars that Germany surrendered and stored in a museum. During World War II, when the tables had turned and France was preparing to surrender, Hitler ordered the walls of the museum torn down so that the railway cars could be returned to the exact spot of the earlier surrender in 1918 as a way of embarrassing the French. Most train horns are based on musical chords. Common passenger trains found in the United States are usually based on major sixth chords, which are not as scary sounding as most freight trains, which are based on diminished seventh chords. When trains were introduced in America, many people believed that women's bodies could not handle traveling at 50 miles an hour, and that some of their internal organs would fly out of their bodies at such a speed. Since then, women have done a great job of proving that we can handle just about anything. In parts of Cambodia, people have made their own trains out of bamboo after regular services stopped running. There is a train station in Sweden that uses people's body heat to warm nearby buildings. When the railway was first introduced in the United Kingdom, many people were suspicious of this new form of transportation. There were even protests against the running of trains on Sunday, the day of rest. By 1889, the Anti-Sunday Travel Union had 8,000 members and nearly 60 branch offices dotted throughout the UK. There were 3 classes of train travel to choose from in the early days. First-class travelers reclined in luxury, and second-class passengers weren't much worse off, but third class offered a much less enjoyable deal. And you're done. Weren't those 2 minutes easy? And don't forget to go to podcastplayground.com and subscribe to Toothy Trivia so you can get every episode and never rush your brushing again.